Mempe kokoko. Mempe tani. Mempe de wabonichi.
So tribalism is trending again on Twitter because of a video that a certain lady posted. She sent some pictures to her dad, and the things that her dad said has let a lot of people start shouting, hey, this is tribalistic, what is going on? Some people are doing videos and sending comments and all that. I have the full gist for you. Now, we'll listen to what her dad said and check whether it's tribalistic or it's his choice.
I'm the Headless YouTuber, there's Headless Reactions. Alatiari, Yanko!
So you know that trend that's going on, that's I know that you hate me, and when I'm you know that trend where people will write something POV, this. Yes, this lady did that trend where she said she sent pictures of herself. She sent her pictures to her father, and her father replied. This is what her father said.
I know that you hate me.
Eh, ura, ode, yana obi me walo ntemo na wo ba akudu ai. Esre wa wai. Eno me walo na wo ba akudu ne bakuta na o kase no edo amu odurudo. Wai mesre wa mempe kokoko. Mempe tani. Mempe de wabonichi. Mempe de obema abo asomale. Sa no ma wesi nyina na wodi bia ba mepam no. Waba asomale kura no ana wagyae kura no femi hye kura bia wodi ba mepam no. Enti diama kanfe sabema for nyina to bia gu de pebema oye papa okwa so de kakra obutin na abobra.
Now, for those of you who don't understand, her father said, oh, my sweet daughter, this one there, do and marry her, do and look for somebody that can come and marry you so that I will give you a child, because you are getting very, very big. Also, I don't like fair guys. I don't like nothingness. That's the tenny. That's the nothingness. I don't like nothingness. I don't like guys who have braided their hair. I don't like guys who have pierced. Even if the person has pierced and has stopped wearing the earring crown, I will not accept. Just look for one person be that goes to church and then marry the person. This is what the girl's father said. And now it has led to a lot of debate, especially the tenny side. No, tenny, the nothingness. So right now I'm asking that if a tenny living in UK, USA, Canada, or Europe sends you money through Lemfi, won't you take it? Won't you? The Lemfi Tawechi promo that is going on, that if you send money from UK, USA, Canada, or Europe, and you send 50 of that currency and above, you will get 2% cash back. No, if a tenny sends you that money, won't you take it? Or the money there you take is marriage that you don't want. Hey, daddy. So if you're in UK, USA, Canada, or Europe and you're sending money, use Lemfi. And make sure that you send it before the 9th of September, because that's when the Lemfi Tawechi promotion will end. Yes, if you send 50 and above, you'll get 2% cash back, straight back into your wallet. So use Lemfi to send the money. Now let's get back to this topic. And the nothingness is not only one tribe. There's Sisala people, the Gomba people, the Gati people, Gonja people. There are people there, different people. But Tenny, Alatiari behave. Alatiari behave. It's not Alatiari, serious matter, then you are fooling. No problem. Now, some of the comments under the post, somebody said, then we blame whites for being racist. LOL. So now, if a bad boy pose as a church boy pet, he can carry go be that. Hey, Ghana. As in, if a bad boy be the tenny or the nothingness that he's saying that he doesn't like nothingness, no. What if there's some other tribe guy be that will pose like a good boy and come and destroy her life? No problem. Someone said, I personally do not see the issue here. It's his daughter. He as a father can tell her what choice of husband he may prefer. I don't see this from a place of hate for any tribe, just plain preference. Our ancestors and fathers were not fools. What do you mean by our ancestors and fathers were not fools? What do you... Yeah, This is so stupid. Are you people this dumb? You post such tribal and evil message and you have the effrontery to laugh it off? This wayward thinking in big 2025 and you being educated post it and laugh. God forgive you. Someone also said, Mimpetani, and started laughing. Another person said, then the daughter go turn lesbian because these rules there, unless their family spiritual father creates man for her. Someone said, this man actually no even get vision for the kiddie. Another person said, most of the Akan parents, especially the Bono and Ashantis, don't want their offsprings to marry the Northerners. They always advise us, but no realistic reason behind it. Someone said, Ashantis and tribalism. I mean, from the person was speaking Twi, but how do you know the person is an Ashanti? What if the person is, okay, like, okay, I can't, okay. Because the Twi, you know, it's not only Ashantis who speak it, but if, someone said, my people are at it again. Typical of us Ashantis. Social discrimination. But I'm surprised he didn't mention the other tribe. We don't like Ewes or Aigbeni. Someone said, you go get John Mahama or Ibrahim children marry. And I'm in Petani. Another person said, it is out of ignorance that tribal comments like these are made about Northerners. But we are proud of our own ladies and gents, and we will proudly marry ourselves. At least we will all be guaranteed of bearing offsprings with positive mindsets, not with some of these ignorant mindsets. Someone said, I am a tenny myself and I don't see anything wrong with this. The man has his family and says he doesn't want a tenny in there. What's the fuss in this? Diverse opinions. Now, with such debates or such things, it can be preferences. But sometimes if you dig deep into the reason why Mempetani, Mempa Igbeni, Mempa Ashanti, if you say you dip it pan, you ask your parents or your grandparents why, most of them can't give you specific reasons why. It's just like passed on. Like the way if you watch the video carefully, when she was listening to her father's voice, she was laughing. She will not ask her father why. She was laughing. She doesn't know why, but she will not go and bring a Northerner to the house. And this is the same way she might also tell her children that mempe, and she doesn't know why. One very disheartening situation that a friend of mine told me that her family, they are scared of Ewes. And I was trying to figure out why they are scared of Ewes. And getting to know the reason, it started from her grandmother. Like her grandmother had an issue with an Ewe lady, and because of that, her grandmother doesn't like Ewes, and then transferred from person to person to person. And most of these things, if you ask, the reasons are sometimes there's a bad person in every tribe. But you can't, I don't think you should hold one bad person that maybe offended you in some tribe B to generalize that I don't like this tribe people, or I don't want you to marry these tribe people. But that's another side. Some others are also debating that it's his daughter. If he doesn't want his daughter to marry someone from the north, what's the problem? Diverse opinions over there. Share your views in the comment section. Please keep it civil. I know these are very delicate topics that can easily lead to a lot of people saying things they are not supposed to say. Keep it civil. Now, Fentuo Tahiru, he's a journalist and also a commentator, Joy News, Joy Sports. He made a video. He's from the north, and he said certain things that actually make sense. That the way all the Northerners are classified as one. There are so many different tribes in the south. The southern parts of Ghana. There are Ashantis, there are Achims, there are Gans, there are Guans, there are Ewes, there are Fantis, there are Bonos, a lot of different tribes. But nobody generalizes that I don't like Southerners. So why is it that when it comes to the north, the Dagombes, Sisalas, the Gatis and Gonjas and all those people are the north there, but because of maybe some Sisala person has tear your heart before, your grandfather's heart before, then because of that, I don't like northness. Listen to Fentu.
Every time this thing comes up in the timeline, you always have people that simply don't get it. I've seen comments saying that man has a right of choice of man for his daughter. I would say, yes, you do have a choice, but your choice cannot offend the sensibilities of a group of people. That's why we are one society, guided by rules and regulations. And we must recognize every individual's diversity and cultural identity. Don't say Tani is what exactly. Northerners are not one people. They're multilingual, multicultural people with individuality and heterogeneous identity. The Gomba man is not the same as a Frafra man. So if you have experience in your family of marrying a Dagomba man and it didn't work out, you can't just use that experience to say, don't marry Tani. If that didn't work out with a Dagomba man, what has that got to do with me, the Sisala man? That's like saying Japanese are the same as Chinese people, or all black people are the same. You Ghanaians get very offended when you're mistaken for Nigerians. You want to be separated. You want to say you're Ghanaian. The same way, if you go up north, people want to be proud to say, I'm a Dagomba man. Another wants to be proud to say, I'm a Dagati man. There's pride in cultural identity. So lumping the people together is offensive. And Northerners don't do it. They don't refer to Voltaireans and Ga people and Ashanti people, all of them together, as sadness. Nobody does that. They will identify them as Ashantis, and the Ga people are different, and the other people are different. So don't do that. But beyond that, it's also tribalistic, and we need to do away with these cultural prejudices that have no place in the modern society. And I call it a prejudice because, for example, this man might not even know or have a reason why he's telling the daughter not to bring a Tani home. He was probably told by his grandfather. He never questioned the person. He's told the daughter is not questioning it. You've seen her response. She's laughing. She probably will never understand why. She'll pass it on to her children. And we propagate these prejudices without questioning them. They have no place in the modern society. They are divisive. Ghana is a country knitted together by our cultural diversity. Let's promote it. It's very important. But even beyond all of this also limits the young daughter's ability to choose freely. Because what if the happiness that she's looking for in marriage is found in a big, beautiful northern man? By limiting her choices down to tribes rather than what really matters in the choice of a man, like character, like honesty, like good values, you're saying that she simply needs to look at tribe rather than what's really important in marriage. And then we also kind of forget that this exclusivity, that one group of people cannot be seen to be mixing with another group of people, doesn't augur. You know how that sounds. It gives the impression that some group of people are more important than another group of people. We cannot have that in our society. We can't have that in this country. Look, let's guard it. Our diversity is the jealousy of multiple countries around the world. Let's guard it. Let's protect it. And you know the hypocrisy in all of this? If this Tani happens to be rich, I don't think the father's sentiments about Tani would be the same. For example, if the daughter brought him Ibrahim Mohammed's son, I don't think he would be there shouting, don't bring Tani home. So, and that's a problem. So if his sentiments would change based on the social status of the person, then it's not something he truly believes in. So, please, this is not good. Marriage must not be determined by where one comes from. It must be determined by the values, by character. What kind of man is this? Does he treat my daughter well? Is he a good person? Can he take care of my daughter? Does he make my daughter happy? These things are far more important than the tribe of the spouse involved. So please, let's end it. You have a responsibility to end it. question your parents when they tell you that. Ask them why. And if it's because they experience it with one person, how does that apply to every other person in that group of people?
Now, this has caused the debate on the TL. Some people are offended. Some people are saying it's her father's choice. What do you have to say about it? Let me know in the comment section. Do you agree that all these things are rooted in tribalism? And sometimes the core reason why these people say, I don't like this person, I don't like this person, is something that sometimes the people cry, they don't even know the origin of it. You don't know why your parents don't want you to marry. There are some Ashantis who have fallen in love with Ewes and they couldn't marry them. There are some Ewes who have fallen in love with some other. Like, there are people who have fallen in love. A friend of mine fell in love. She's an Ashanti. She fell in love. She did her nationals. She schooled in the Volta region, and she fell in love with this Ewe guy. But then it's not all Ashantis who do that. I also know some Ashantis, some Ewe guys who have married Ashantis and their parents don't have a problem with it. But those who have problem with it, what's the cause? And this has led to a debate. Let's talk in the comment section. And
watch other videos on this channel. Tell somebody about Headless. Yeah,